A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, two forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Kansas Jayhawks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds, and not much of a gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs will try to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking tackles.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The defense recovers the fumble.
Chris, I love how this defense is playing in the rain right now. No concern at all with the vertical shots downfield. They're attacking the offense, and here they get a turnover.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Kansas. It was a foot race and he won it. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of it?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. The ball is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Caught quickly. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kansas 7, TCU 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's a shotgun run call. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's not a huge game here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
We'll look to throw it here on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Jayhawks. This quarterback on fire today. Kicking team after the PAT try. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They're going to run it here. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The defense grabs it after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Running play called on 3rd and short. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
The Horned Frogs will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Horned Frogs will have to kick this away. Hits this one off the side of his foot. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Kansas offense is back out there now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Kansas. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt to go across the middle. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. but the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wideout. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Running out of time in the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half.
Timeout, TCU.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the 1st half. Minnows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. That mistake sets the offense up with a 40. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Lets it go as he's being hit. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
Chris, how about the quarterback sitting in there, taking the hit, but not before he got rid of the ball and hitting his intended target with a strike in the end zone? What a way to withstand the pressure and deliver for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. Here comes the Jayhawks offense back on the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 15, set to kick this one away.
The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Kansas offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down. The Jayhawks will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. The ball is loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
With the BAT, it's a 3-touchdown lead, 35-14. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the TCU offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They go with a direct snap. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
TCU 21.
Kick travels out of bounds, and the penalty moves the ball to the 40. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
42 Spider.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. It feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Kansas 35, TCU 21.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Gives it to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Third down after that running play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Jukes to get past a man. An explosive play. They finally get him down with the offense very near to the red zone.
That's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Jayhawks. This offense really clicking.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pressure is coming. Bringing pressure. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway. The Kansas offense is back out there now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Makes a quick catch. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take another shot right here. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Finds his man, has the first down. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. And the Horned Frogs have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just a big, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And he's got it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4-2
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They're going to run it. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Well, this was an intriguing matchup coming in. We weren't sure which way it was going to go. Kirk, what do you think made the difference today?
Well, I think it's the critical moments, the 3rd downs, the red zones, the turnover margin. Those are the areas you're usually going to see the difference in a close game. And today they were able to come up on top in a lot of those aspects of the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.